guys. Okay, tonight, so we've gone for addition subtraction, we've gone from 1 digits, we've learned lots of good strategies, and then we went to 2 digits and we learned how to regroup, right? How we went from taking 10 ones and making them become 110. So now we're going to go even further and we're going to start adding 3-digit numbers. And I know you're going to be like, Ms. Hargrove, that's too many digits. And I'm going to tell you, guess what? Guess what? It's not. If you know how to add a 2-digit number, adding a 3-digit number is just like adding one more little step, okay? You do the exact same thing you know how to do for 2-digit, and then you apply it to your 3rd digit, okay? So what we're going to do, this is the journal entry we're going to use all week, okay? So let's write our title, adding 3-digit numbers. Okay, adding 3-digit numbers. Then what I want you to do is divide your paper in half and then divide it in half this way. Okay? I'll give you a second to copy that title and draw your lines. Go play. Go play. There's some little kids at the window. Okay. So we're going to do some titles on each section. If you have a colored skinny marker or a pen, this would be a good time to use it. So we're going to say Regroup Ones, Regroup Tens, okay, so copy those real quick. We're just kind of setting it up for the week, okay? Regroup tens, and we're going to come down here. Regroup hundreds. And then we'll have here, regroup everything. Remember, you're writing on the line. Do not write too big or you're going to run out of room for what we need to do, okay? So notice how I'm only taking up one line on each of those titles. So take a second, copy those titles down. Okay. And then using another colored marker if you've got it, we're going to divide each section in half like this. Each section gets cut in half. Half and half. Okay? So take a second, make sure that your page looks just like mine. Okay? You have all 4 titles, you have the line separating the 4 sections, and then you have the other lines that are separating each one into 2. Because I just want to be able to show you a couple examples of both. Okay? So let's get started. We're going to start over here at the Regroup Ones. Okay? And our problem we're going to write down is 341, 44, I'm sorry, 44 plus 227. Okay? 344 plus 227. So I have hundreds, tens, and ones in both numbers. Do you notice how my ones places are lined up? My tens places are lined up, and my hundreds places are lined up, aren't they? They are. So again, just like always whenever we added a 2-digit number, we're going to start with the ones place. So let's look. I'm just adding the ones. 4 plus 7. What does that equal? 4 plus 7 is 11. Oh, 10 or more. We gotta regroup, right? So if my ones add up to be 10 or anything more than 10, I have to regroup into tens and ones. So 11 has 1 1 that goes in the ones place of my answer and 1 10, right? So now all I'm looking at is this section right here. I'm just going to look at the tens just like normal, right? Just like normal. So 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 tens. Now here's where things look a little bit different. Now we have another place here that we need to add. So I'm going to take 3 plus 2 and add them together. 300s plus 200s equal 500s. Guess what? You just added a 3-digit number like it was nothing. Nothing. Okay? I added the ones and I regrouped. I added the tens and I added the hundreds. I didn't have to regroup for tens or hundreds because 7 is not 10 or more. Okay? And 5 is not 10 or more. So I didn't have to regroup on either of those. Let's do another one. Let's do 167 plus 315. Okay, 167 plus 315. So first step is to add the, wow, there's some screaming going outside, an EC going on outside. Okay, so I'm going to add my ones. What is 7 plus 5? Think about it. Use a strategy. It's kind of a near double. If you know 5 plus 5, you can add 2 more, right? It's 12. So that means in the number 12, let's look at it. Don't write this down. Don't write this down. Just look. In the number 12, I have 1 10 and 2 ones. So that means that my 2 ones are going to go in the answer and my 1 10 gets regrouped. Okay, now I'm going to add the tens place. Notice how they're all lined up in a beautiful straight line, right? So I'm going to do my double stack first. 1 plus 1 equals 2. 2 plus 6 equals 8. 8 is not 10 or more. I did not have to regroup. Now I'm going to add my hundreds. What's 100 plus 300s? 400s. So my answer is 482. Okay, this situation is when I just regrouped the ones. I didn't have to regroup any tens and I didn't have to regroup any hundreds. So tomorrow we'll talk about, well, what happens if I do have to regroup the tens, okay? And we'll talk about what that means. But for today, this is everything we just learned. All we did was add the hundreds place, okay? Head over to Seesaw and get those problems done. I'll see you guys tomorrow.